Hi, I'm Dana Obelman. Welcome to this week's video chat. Today I want to talk a little bit about crib toys. I get asked often what my opinion and thoughts are around things like mobiles and those aquariums and all the other little things that you can attach to the side of a crib. And I am not a fan. I think the toy companies are just kind of grasping at straws at this point on where they can stick more toys. And when you think about it, if you're trying to send a message to your baby that whenever you put him in this particular location, what you want him to do is sleep, but yet you're bombarding him with all kinds of noise and visual stimulation, you can see how that might be a fairly confusing message you're sending. And what can happen too is even if your baby's just calmly staring up at his mobile, watching it very intently, what really is happening is his brain is kind of getting overstimulated, and really at the time when we want him to wind down and relax and calm his brain, we're actually kind of winding him up. So I would suggest that mobiles have a time and a place for sure. You can find ones that attach to maybe like a play apparatus in the living room, or when you're changing a diaper, for example. And it can be, I mean, babies do love to see colors and movement, and I think it's a great idea in very specific time periods. Aquariums, again, I'm not a fan of anything that turns on and then turns off. My worry is if your baby gets used to falling asleep to the sounds of the aquarium and then somewhere through the night realizes, hey, where are those sounds? It might cause a wake up. And it can become a bit of a sleep prop, to be honest. If you're used to falling asleep with a certain sound or visual and then halfway through the night it's gone, you can see how that might be a bit upsetting to a baby and cause some wake-ups. However, I do have a crib toy fan, and that is a Lovey. I think that a Lovey, a little soft stuffed toy of some kind, is a great attachment object for any baby over a certain age. Recommendations are somewhere around the 6th or 7th month. It's okay to introduce a small stuffed soft toy of some kind so that your baby can use it, you know, to cuddle or to chew on or to bat around the crib is a common one as well. And that really becomes a nice thing that he can take with him when he goes to grandma's house, when he starts daycare. It's a piece of comfort, kind of like a pillow. It's not anything you need to worry about. Eventually your child will transition out of their Lovey. My son, around the age of 10, decided that was enough of his Lovey, and he handed it over to me to put on a shelf somewhere. And you know, it was a bit of a sad day for me to see him growing up and not needing his Lovey anymore. So that is the only crib toy, and there should only be one. A child will not form an attachment to a particular Lovey if there's 3 or 4 in the crib. And what can happen with that is 3 or 4 becomes 5 or 6, becomes 9 or 10, and pretty soon there's really no room left for this baby to sleep in the crib because there's so many toys in there. So one Lovey, everything else, find a place for it somewhere else in the house, not the crib, so that you can send a message that when I put you here, I want you to sleep. Thanks for watching. Sleep well.